Whoever on the Kelly Clarkson team is responsible for picking the array of songs that she does on the Kelly Clarkson show, that she covers on the Kelly Clarkson show, absolutely deserves a raise. I mean, just the incredible array from, you know, classic vintage music to modern pop to modern country, like just everything, to classic country, to like everything in between. And Kelly, first of all, does an incredible job, but kudos to the team for like not just, you know, niching her into one section and saying, oh, we're just going to cover these kind of artists, or we're just going to cover these popular songs because it'll grow your your fame even more. You know, no, let's cover everything and do what we want to do. And I know from my conversation with Jason Halbert and the interview that we did that it is a process to essentially get the songs cleared, because you have to reach out to the artist team, and pretty much every songwriter and everybody that has involvement in that song has to clear it for approval to be performed and covered on TV. But that being said, like, so then, you know, kudos to those teams. You know that everybody that has that has a cover from her has cleared it from her, which is actually kind of cool. But that being said, though, it blows my mind. So I'm looking forward to this. Niall Horan being covered by Kelly Clarkson. Let's get right into this. If you're new to the channel, my name's Jacob Restituto. I appreciate you clicking on the video and spend time with me. If you're not new, you're amazing. Thanks for coming back. Let's get the one thing, if anybody from the Kelly Clarkson team ever sees this, all of the Kelly Clarkson videos are so quiet. If they could just raise the volume a little bit, that'd be very helpful.
Strange light revolves around you. You float across the room. Your touch is made of something heaven can't hold a candle to.
Harmony's phenomenal.
You're made of something new. Let's not get complicated. Let's just enjoy the view. It's hard to be a human. So much to put an answer to. But that's just what we do.
Alright, let's talk about this really quick. Everything about this is really cool in the sense that, like, the outfit is sick. The gold in-ears are really, really cool. That's a cool look. Production-wise, let's talk about it. Vocally, it sounds like we have a slapback echo, giving this kind of fuller sound. It's a cool poppy, energetic sound. Slapback echoes can add to the energy because it's just a little bit more bounce in the vocals. Because if you say, it's like if I say, hey, what, sing, like it's a repetition. What we're hearing, it's obviously a little choir. So I'd be like, hey, what, you know, like, but it's just a little extra bounce in the rhythm of the vocals. Guitar is top notch. That like chucky palm muted, I think there's probably a dotted eighth note delay going on, giving this again galloping kind of bouncy kind of feel to the music. The way that the bass is kind of going with the guitar, and then Jason playing a little bit more of like these, I don't want to say ethereal because a bit more like a grungier song, but like pad style big long chords.
I could die in your kiss. No, it doesn't get better than this.
I like, before we, oh, okay, I thought we were ending. We're not, I guess. They're actually doing a decent amount of this cover, which is cool. She does a really good job at playing with tracks. From what I've seen from the past couple of videos, it's likely track playing because like there's a synth layer going on in there, like some sort of like melodic xylophone, like do kind of thing going on. It didn't look like Jason was playing it on the keys. He looked like he was playing more block chords. And then I think the harmonies, I don't know if they're doing like a split, like something like, I mean, they were able to do it in the 60s, you know, in the studio where it's like, it's called the ADT, Artificial Double Tracking, where it essentially takes a mono signal and splits it and adds a little chorus and detunes it a little to kind of create this double tracked voice from one mono track. But I have a feeling it's probably just tracked vocals or something like that playing along. But they do it in a way where it's not like over the top, which I appreciate, where it's like if you weren't looking for that or noticing that, they would just add to the song rather than be like, hey, there's a guitar solo, but there's no guitars. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's a little much sometimes when people play with tracks. I'm a big church goer, and in church, some churches can, now that we like the modern churches, like, you know, the non-denominational, like they have the full band with the guitars and drums and everything. They can play with tracks and it's cool, but sometimes it's a little much where it's like, wait, this song is driven very much by the acoustic guitar, but there's no acoustic guitarist. I'm like, I don't love that. That feels fake, right? And plenty of bands, you know, on tour do that as well. And I'm like, I think we should adjust accordingly. But here, it's just adding a little bit of texture here and there to the actual song, which I think is really cool. So I think that they do a really I think the word would be tasteful. It's a really tasteful job.
God only knows where this could go, and even if I lost
Drums sound ridiculous.
out of control, and you and me go up in flames.
You get the layered harmonies?
Heaven won't be the same. God only knows where this could go, and even if our love starts to go out of control, and you and me go up in flames, heaven won't be the same. Yeah.
Oh, it was way shorter than I thought it would be. I thought they were doing the whole 2 minute and 40-second video would be that. Man, that was a great cover, really great cover. I really enjoyed just her take on it, but also like it was really, really energetic. Like to start off a show like that is like, wow, like, you know, like you got the audience's attention and they're not going anywhere. So again, just to recap a couple of things that I really liked. I really liked the vibe of it, the driving electric guitars, the movement of the music, the tastefulness of the tracks, where it's like it's not taking away from the performance, it's just subtly adding to the performance. I like how she changes up the melody a bit, like where she's not totally just copying the song, where she's like ends up adding her own emphasis to things and changing it slightly to, you know, the way that you form a melody. Just like when we talk, singing is actually very similar to talking in the sense that the melody that we choose when we talk can make a really big difference. You know, when we ask a question, typically we'll phrase it so that the melody of our talking, you know, goes and then ends on a higher note, because that's the question aspect of it, right? And when we emphasize certain things, sometimes that note that we're emphasizing, or that word we're emphasizing, is a higher note. Like all these subtle things that you don't really necessarily think about, you just subtly do subconsciously when you're talking. But she does a really good job at that in her singing, where she's able to really intentionally kind of like change a note, and it's like, oh wow, that really brings out that word, or that really brings out that melody, or that emphasizes it so it just doesn't sound like it's another repetition. Especially because, you know, she sings the chorus sometimes two times in a minute and a half. Like, you want to add a little bit of variance, a little bit of just change to it. So I like this. I think this is totally like in her genre. Like there are certain songs that like she really fits really well into, and I thought this was phenomenal. So I'd love to know your perspective. Leave a comment down below. Let me know if there's any other Clarkson Kellyoke tracks you want to check out or want me to check out. I'll see you in the next video. Have a great rest of your day. God bless and peace out.